Unbelievable. Another 20-minute delay. That's the third time this week. I'm going to be late for my own dinner party at this rate.
I feel your pain. I've been sitting on this cold bench for half an hour. The announcement said there was a signal failure down the line. It's always something, isn't it?
Signal failure, leaf on the tracks, too much sun. It's always a creative excuse. I'm Mark, by the way. I usually take the 5:15, but today has been a disaster from the start.
I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you, Mark. I usually drive, but my car is in the shop, so I thought, hey, I'll take the train. It'll be relaxing. I was very wrong.
Laughing, yeah. Relaxing is not the word I would use for this station. Do you have far to go? I'm headed all the way to the end of the line.
Just 3 stops for me. I'm just trying to get home to my cat. He's probably wondering why his dinner is late.
At least cats don't complain as much as guests do. I have 6 people coming over for tacos, and I haven't even started the salsa yet.
Oh, look, the lights are changing. I think I see the train coming around the bend. Finally.
Victory! Let's hope it actually stops and doesn't just zoom past us. After you, Sarah.
Knocking on the door. Hi, sorry to bother you. I'm Sarah from apartment 3C. I just moved in yesterday, and I'm having a bit of a crisis with my internet router.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the building. I'm Mark. No bother at all. What's going on with the router? Is it the flashing red light of doom?
Yes, exactly that. I've tried unplugging it and plugging it back in 10 times, but nothing changes. I have a remote meeting in an hour, and I'm starting to panic.
Don't worry, the routers in this building are notoriously tricky. Sometimes you have to reset the wall socket too. If you want, I can come over and take a look. I've become a bit of an amateur IT expert since I moved here.
That would be amazing. I would really appreciate it. I spent all morning surrounded by boxes, and I just need one thing to work today.
I hear you. Moving is the worst. By the way, if you need a good place for pizza while your kitchen is still in boxes, Tony's on the corner is the best in the neighborhood.
Thanks for the tip. I saw that place. It looked busy. Once I'm settled, I'll have to return the favor. Maybe I can lend you some sugar or a power drill.
I'll keep that in mind. Let's go fix that internet. Wow, I did not expect that ending. I'm still trying to process what happened in the last 10 minutes. What did you think?
Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed. I felt like the main character made a lot of choices that didn't make sense. Why would she go back to the house alone?
I think she was looking for closure, but yeah, it was a bit horror movie cliche. Still, the cinematography was incredible. Those mountain shots were breathtaking.
I agree. The visuals were stunning, but a movie needs a good story too, Mark. I felt like the plot had too many holes. Like, what happened to her brother? They never explained that.
You're right, he just disappeared after the first act. Maybe they're saving that for a sequel. Everyone loves a trilogy these days.
Oh, please, no sequel. One was enough for me. Next time, let's go see a comedy. I need something light after that psychological mess.
Deal. My brain is definitely tired. Do you want to grab a coffee and talk about it some more, or are you ready to head home?
Let's get coffee. I need to hear your theory on the ending again, because I still don't buy it.
Mark, can we talk for a second? I don't like the way we left things earlier. This silence in the house is driving me crazy.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm sorry I raised my voice. I was just so stressed about work, and I took it out on you. It wasn't fair.
I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I was being so critical about the chores. I know you're tired, and I should have been more patient.
It's just, sometimes I feel like I can't do anything right lately. But I know you're just trying to keep the house organized.
I don't want to be the manager of the house, Mark. I just want us to be a team. When things get messy, I feel overwhelmed, and then I get snappy.
I understand. Let's make a deal. I'll try to be more proactive with the cleaning, and if I forget, just remind me gently instead of getting angry.
That sounds like a good plan. I really hate it when we fight over small things like the dishes. It feels so silly afterwards.
It is silly. Come here. I'm glad we talked. Should we just order some food and watch a movie to relax?
Yes, please. I'm exhausted from all the drama. Sarah, can I ask you something serious? It's been on my mind for a while, and I think we need to be open about it.
Of course, Mark. You look worried. What is it?
I noticed that you've been being very secretive with your phone lately. Whenever I walk into the room, you turn the screen away. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, Mark, it's not what you think. I'm not hiding anything bad, I promise.
Then why the secrecy? Trust is the most important thing to me, and when I feel like there are secrets, it's hard for me to feel secure.
Okay, I'll tell you. I was trying to keep it a surprise, but I'm planning a secret weekend trip for your birthday next month. I've been emailing hotels and checking flights.
Wait, really? A trip?
Yes, that's why I was hiding the screen. I didn't want you to see the flight confirmations. I'm so sorry I made you feel like I was being dishonest.
Now I feel like an idiot. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I guess I let my past experiences get the better of me.
It's okay. I understand why you were worried, but please, next time, just ask me. I'd rather ruin a surprise than have you doubt me.
Mark, who was that woman you were talking to for so long at the party last night? You seem to be having a very intense conversation.
You mean Elena? She's an old friend from college. We haven't seen each other in years. We were just catching up on what everyone from our class is doing now.
You were laughing a lot. It looked a bit more than just catching up from where I was standing.
Are you jealous, Sarah? Honestly, there's nothing to worry about. She's married and has 2 kids, and she lives in a completely different city.
I'm not jealous. I felt a bit left out. You didn't even introduce me. You just stood in the corner for 30 minutes.
I'm sorry. You're right. I should have brought you over. I just got caught up in the nostalgia. I didn't mean to make you feel ignored.
It just makes me feel insecure when you're that focused on someone else. I know it's my own issue, but it's how I felt.
I hear you. I'll make sure to be more mindful next time. You're the only one I wanted to be at that party with. I hope you know that.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you saying that.
Well, Sarah, it's that time of year again. I've gone over your performance metrics for the last 12 months, and I wanted to discuss the results with you.
I've been looking forward to this, Mark. I feel like I've put in a lot of extra effort this year, especially with the client rebranding project.
And it shows. Your creative input has been excellent, and the client specifically mentioned how much they enjoyed working with you. Your attention to detail score is the highest in the department.
That's great to hear. I really enjoy the creative side of the job.
However, there is one area we need to work on. Your time management on the smaller tasks has been a bit inconsistent. A few internal deadlines were missed last quarter.
I know. I tend to get so focused on the big projects that I let the small admin tasks slide. I'll make sure to use a better scheduling tool this year.
I think that's a good idea. Overall, though, you're an asset to this team. I'm happy to say you'll be receiving a performance bonus this month.
Thank you, Mark. I'm really happy here, and I'm ready to keep improving. Mark, do you have a minute? I just saw the company announcement. They gave the senior manager position to David instead of me.
I was afraid you'd see that. Sit down, Sarah. I know this is disappointing news.
Disappointing? It's insulting. I've been here longer, I have better results, and I've been doing half of that job already for 6 months. Why him?
The board felt that David has more experience with the international side of the business, which is where the company is moving next year. It wasn't a reflection of your work quality.
Then why wasn't I given a chance to gain that experience? I asked for those international accounts last year, and you told me they were too busy.
I know, and looking back, maybe that was a mistake. But Sarah, you are still a top priority for this firm. We want to create a new role specifically for you in the spring.
A new role? That sounds like a way to keep me from quitting. I don't know if I can stay here and watch David do the job I deserved.
Please, don't make any quick decisions. Let's have lunch tomorrow and talk about a real career path for you. I don't want to lose you.
Sarah, are you still online? I just got a frantic text from Jim. Apparently, the private email he sent about the boss wasn't so private.
Oh, no way. Did he hit reply all?
He did, to the entire department, including the boss herself. He was complaining about her management style and used some very colorful language.
Oh my God, Jim is finished. He's going to be fired by tomorrow morning. What did the boss do? Did she reply?
Not yet. The silence is terrifying. Everyone is talking about it in our private WhatsApp group. Half the people are shocked, and the other half are just waiting for the explosion.
I always told Jim he needed to be careful with his emails. He's so impulsive. Do you think anyone can save him?
Honestly, no. You can't call the CEO a confused dinosaur in a company-wide email and keep your job.
A dinosaur? Wow, well, I guess there will be a job opening in the sales department on Monday.
Definitely. I'm just glad it wasn't me. Mark, pass the salt, please. So, Mom, Dad, Mark and I have some news. We finally decided to move in together.
That's right. We found a great little place near the park. We're moving next month.
Is nobody going to say anything? I thought you'd be happy for us.
Maybe it's a bit of a surprise. We've only been dating for a year after all.
A year is plenty of time. We're both adults and we're ready for this step. Why do you both look so worried?
To the parents, I promise I'll take good care of her. And the apartment has a spare room, so you can always come and visit.
Mom, stop looking at me like that. It's 2026. People move in together all the time. It's a good way to save money and see if we're truly compatible.
Let's just enjoy the dinner. We can talk about the details later. I'm just happy we finally made the decision.
Fine, but I was hoping for a toast at least.